Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to this week's edition of your mini health classes. So, today, what we're going to talk about is bullying and how we can prevent it. Okay? So, before we get started, I want you to pause the video and take a thought and just take a second to think about what bullying is. Okay? All right, welcome back. What is bullying? Okay, bullying is when someone does or says something mean or does something hurtful on purpose. Okay, so couple things. All right, not every time that someone upsets you is that considered bullying, but if it's intentional and it's meant to hurt someone's feelings, that is when bullying occurs. So we're going to talk about what we can do to prevent this from ever happening and what we can do if we ever see it happening. Okay? So taking someone's things on purpose, that would be considered bullying. Not including someone on purpose, that would be bullying. So on and so forth. So how can we make sure we are only saying nice things to others? Okay? A lot of times this is pretty hard because when we feel our emotions getting out of hand and we don't have that control, a lot of times we say things that we don't really mean. Okay? So what I want you guys to do this week is I want you to practice. I want you to practice really thinking about what you say before you say it. And if you think about what you're going to say and you think about how it's going to make somebody feel, then maybe you would consider not saying it if it's something that would hurt someone else's feelings. So always think before you act. That's a really difficult lesson. It's a hard skill to learn, but give it a try. So what are the three ways we can deal with bullying? So there are three main responses that we're going to talk about today. What I want you guys to do is I want you to pause the video and write down your three bullying responses that you think. Okay? All right. Welcome back. Okay, so your three bullying responses are stand up, support, and report. Okay, so standing up means standing up for yourself or standing up to somebody that is bullying another person. Okay, asking them to stop, being very direct in what you want them to do. Hey, I do not appreciate when you call so and so this name. Okay, please stop. All right, supporting. Okay, sometimes you're not going to feel comfortable standing up to a bully. Okay, and that's totally okay. That you should never put yourself in harm's way. But what you can do is be there to support that person. So if somebody's upset, be a friend. Okay, be a good friend, ask them what's wrong, and see if you can kind of cheer that person up. So that is support. And then finally, third is to report. Okay, so let's say you tried standing up or you didn't feel comfortable, and supporting just wasn't really helping because that person just really felt down. Well, now's the time to report it. Okay, and you can report to anybody that's in charge. Okay, so that could be a parent, it could be a teacher, it could be a coach. Okay, somebody that can help in stopping what was going on. Okay, so those are the three ways that we um, deal with bullying. So let's talk about those three things and what we can do to stop bullying from ever happening. Okay, so I want you to pause the video one more time and how can you stop bullying or how can bullying stop occurring in the world? Um, how can we make that happen? All right, pause the video and then we'll talk. All right, welcome back. So how can we stop bullying before it ever starts? You want to treat others the way that you would want to be treated. Okay? So you want to treat people fairly, kindly. You want to be honest, respectful of people, and be responsible. If every single person in the world treated others the way that they would like to be treated, bullying would never happen. Okay? So that's how you can stop bullying before it ever starts. Okay? So supporting your friends, standing up to people who are not being nice, and reporting situations to adults who can make a difference. That's how we deal with bullying. Okay. One thing that I want to discuss with you guys is the difference between reporting and tattling. And a lot of times we get this kind of confused. So I'm going to give you a scenario. I want you to yell at your computer what you think the answer is, and then I'll tell you. All right, here we go. Number one, reporting or tattling. Sally is budging in line. Is that a report? Are you reporting or are you tattling? All right, here's my answer. I am going to call this tattling. Okay, and here's why. One, was Sally doing it to hurt another person? Probably not. Maybe though, if she was doing it to hurt someone's feelings, then maybe it's something that you should report. But what I would do, the best way to deal with this situation is talk to Sally. Say, hey Sally, this is my spot in line. Please go back to your spot and deal with it that way. And then after having a conversation, if that still doesn't work, maybe that's when you get a teacher involved. Okay. Next one, reporting or tattling. Lester dripped ice cream on his shirt. Do you think that's reporting or tattling? Well, I could see votes for both here. So let's say Lester is really upset that he dripped ice cream on his shirt. I don't think that's a bullying situation, but you're reporting saying, "Hey, Lester's upset. He might need a new shirt. Maybe you want to help him out." Or maybe Lester doesn't care about the ice cream on his shirt. All right, Lester always has stuff on his shirt. Then it would be tattling because he's not hurting anybody. You're not doing it to help him. You're just kind of doing it to get him in trouble. Reporting or tattling. Eddie is looking at me. All right. Now, this is a funny one. I have a brother named Eddie. Um, Looking at somebody, I'm going to say that that is probably tattling. But if they're doing it on purpose, again, it's all about intent. Are they trying to upset you? Then you report it. If they're not, then maybe it's just something that's better left ignored. Joe is playing in the snow at recess. Okay, another tough one. All right, we have some Joes that like to play in the snow at recess. Maybe not in first grade, but in the school certainly. All right, so here's the deal. If you're just telling the teacher to get him in trouble, that's tattling. If you're saying it because he's stuck in the snow and you want to help him, then that would be reporting. All right. The point that I'm trying to make here is that you report things to help, or you report things to keep people safe. You don't tell people things to get them in trouble. Okay. Bill and Tim are fighting in the hallway. All right. I hope we all have the same answer here. That is a reporting situation. Okay. Both Bill and Tim can hurt themselves. They could hurt other people. That is an absolute reporting situation. Reporting or tattling. Abby won't let Jill sit with the group at lunch. I know my answer. That's a bullying situation. That is when you report it to a teacher. Okay, Abby is trying to hurt Jill's feelings. So that is when you get a teacher involved. That's when you get a parent involved. Sarah is playing with her hair. Probably tattling. Her hair is not bothering you. Okay, you would just be doing that to get her in trouble. So we're just going to leave that one alone. Alice said mean things about me in a note. Should we report that or tattle, or would it be tattling? That's a reporting situation. She wrote it down. She said something not nice. She did it on purpose. That's when you get somebody involved. That's a reporting situation. Sydney was drawing on the seat on the school bus. Reporting or tattling? Well, although she might not be hurting anybody that's on the bus, you're certainly hurting the bus company. Okay, so this would be a reporting situation because she's doing something that is not allowed. It's against the rules, and you're not you're not tattling to get that person in trouble. What you're doing is you're reporting the situation to one, get them to stop, and to have whoever's in charge of that bus, um, you want to let them know so they can fix the problem. Okay. Last one. Fred has candy in his mouth in health class. Okay. Now I don't allow candy in my health classes, but let's let me deal with that one. Okay. I would consider that tattling because, one, he's not really hurting anybody in health class by having candy. You might be jealous that he has candy and you don't, but the teacher will handle that situation. Now, the only time I could see that being a reporting situation is maybe it's gym class or phys ed and we're running around and it could be a choking hazard. So, as long as your intent was to help the person and keep them safe, then it would be reporting. Okay. So, hopefully, class, this gives you a little bit of a better idea on what a reporting situation is and what tattling is. And what I want you to take away from today is I want you to really understand the three bullying responses, and I want you to put them to use in your everyday life. All right, boys and girls, have a good week, and I will hopefully see you soon.